You know what? I said to myself last night as I ended last video that like, new year, we're going to be throwing energy into these videos. And it's 11 o'clock at night. And and about 10 minutes ago I realised I hadn't even taken off the footage from yesterday's video, even though I said I was going to. So, but also in general, this is a year of, so there's that, but there's also, this is a year of no real New Year's resolutions, which we can talk about in a bit, not now. We have just had a DOS out day. We got up, we had breakfast, we sat and watched the last Hunger Games. We were working our way through that trilogy. It's not really a trilogy, but you know. Doing loads of embroidery. Laura's doing some crocheting, so we're like proper cool cats. Just doing crafts. I finished the first plant of mine. I'll show you later. Upstairs. And then we had some lunch. Laura's got a new toasty maker, which we're trying out. I had a ham and cheese toast. Never had a ham and cheese toasty. I've always had tuna and cheese. It was really nice. So there's that. Told you it was a mad day. We then watched some more TV, did some more embroidery, played some Xbox, and been looking around at stuff. So we've like made a list of things we want to do for the year and like when we're going to do them. And I've been looking at those kind of things, so like holidays, that kind of stuff. We had some dinner, had roast mackerel. Wouldn't buy mackerel again. Wasn't particularly that nice. It was, I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't like, I just buy trout. Trout's nicer. Gonna watch TV. That's all we're doing today. It's nice, chill out, DOS day. Tomorrow, up. The weather was alright today. It was kind of annoying because I'm on call. Tomorrow, up, gym. While I'm at the gym, I come off of call. So, yeah. That's the plan tomorrow. But tomorrow, we're gymming. We're doing a little bit more productive stuff. Gonna go to the shop for some stuff for Monty, that kind of thing. And some stuff for the kitchen as we redecorate. But yeah, that's all tomorrow. New Year's Day, man. If there is a day where you can sit around and do nothing, it's New Year's Day. I had a great day.
Anyone think we don't feed this cat? Look, it licked them clean.
It's another bedtime, ladies and gentlemen. Still not a school night. Bank holiday tomorrow. We're gonna watch a film tonight. We didn't. Completely forgot. God damn it. But otherwise, it's been a funnish day. Why am I bringing a mug upstairs? Went to the gym, did leg day. My legs now hurt. I waited until I was off call before I went. I was going to do like the first hour on call and then, but I just can't be bothered to get up basically. It's going to be a shock. I feel like tomorrow I should set an alarm for relatively early because it's going to be like tough. Because we're going to go from that straight to like a 5 o'clock gym session on Tuesday. It feels aggressive. We were sorting out videos. We went to the shops. We went looking for something. Did we end up buying something for Monty? We're looking for something for. We're looking for pet bowls. We're looking for a different. We're looking at upgrading cat food and cat litter, but we can't find any cat litter that's like better for the environment. Effectively, it's all going to go to landfill in plastic bags. But yeah, well, that's just something we're investigating at the moment. Yeah, I was doing that. We went to like 3 different places for shops. Went to B&Q for where you get tester pots for the kitchen, and stuff like that, like decorating shit. And then we spent the afternoon chilling, researching. I've been doing some organising for some life stuff, I guess. And like, I always do this, but like organise. I need to like tidy up my like notes and shit. But I've been doing starting to get like the itch to like program something. But like I say, I'm not pressuring myself to do anything. And I'm trying to just make it so that if I want to do stuff, it's easy to like pick up, or like I've got a couple of things I can pick up. You know. But yeah, otherwise we had a lovely cheese board and charcuterie meat selection for dinner, which was delish. And then I had too much cheese though. Laura did some yoga and I did some washing up and shit. And then we watched Succession, which we're trying to watch before the episodes disappear on thingy. But yeah, so it's bank holiday Monday tomorrow. We're gonna go for a walk. Don't know if we know where. Oh no, we might just be going around Bristol. It's the last day before we go back to work. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm taking a whole new approach to life this year, and we'll see how well it goes. I just wanted you to know I did get dressed today and put my pyjamas on. I went back to bed. I've been nursing today. I woke up with toothache, like with my wisdom teeth, and it's like really fucking hurts. And I woke up with a headache and toothache, and it felt like my head was being like twisted. You know what I mean? So I took painkillers, came back up to bed, went to sleep, and like had a lie-in, like woke up at 9. Laura woke up at 9, which woke me up. I would have been asleep for way longer. And then we got ready. At that point, I was feeling better. And then we went out for a really long walk. Just around Bristol. We didn't go very far. We just went to Clifton and had a wander around. And it was, well, we did go a long way. But it was like a good 2-hour long walk. Had some fish and chips on the way back. Went to Sainsbury's. And then as we're in Sainsbury's, my fucking head and tooth started hurting again. And I came back here and I'm like, my head feels like it's caving in. I've also got a really sniffly cold. And then Laura's like, oh, that's the symptoms, like looked it up. Like, that's the symptoms of Omicron, like headache and runny nose. Obviously not toothache. Still negative on tests, which is good. We haven't been doing tests recently, so it spooked me a little bit, but that's cool. But yeah, came back, laid in bed. I didn't go to sleep, but I laid in bed. I just listened to podcasts and stuff and read some blog posts. And yeah, otherwise we've just finished Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones isn't actually that bad if you're expecting a bad ending. It does feel like they kind of ran out of money. Like they were just like, nah, fuck it. Let's just wrap this up in literally in one episode. Let's just wrap the whole fucking thing up in a really shitty, like, anticlimactic way. But it was alright, you know. They also like overdid. Well, I don't want to ruin it. They overdid 2 of the big battles in the final season. Like there was just a whole episode on 2 different battles. One battle, and they were both like an hour and a half long and both unnecessary. You could have had the same effect and cut it in half, you know, just cut out half of it. But they didn't for some reason. Maybe they could have saved some money there and spent more on the actual ending. Who knows? Yeah. Now we're heading off to bed. We've got work tomorrow. I've been looking at project management stuff like OneNote and setting up Asana and stuff. I actually found some really old photos on Google Drive as I was clearing out OneDrive. I put them on Google Drive, which was kind of cool, but I need to catch myself. Tomorrow, I would have gone swimming, but my legs are absolutely demolished from the gym on Sunday, and I feel like I'm going to wake up and not be very well. So I'm not going to like force myself to go to the gym. I'm not going to the gym tomorrow morning. I might go swimming in the evening if I'm feeling better. Or I can always go swimming Wednesday morning as well. Tomorrow we'll go for a walk and get ready for work at 8, and we'll talk New Year's resolutions. Yes. So I said I'd go swimming this morning, and I said I'd go, well, a couple of days ago I said I'd go swimming this morning. I said I'd go for a walk this morning. I didn't do either. It's absolutely lagging it down when I woke up. I was like ready to go for a walk. Hello, baby. Come in and say hello to me. What's going on? What do you want? Never comes in here. The frick? It was absolutely pouring down with rain. So I instead sat here, did a little bit more embroidery, threaded a needle, one up, all that shit, nice and relaxing, except for the fact where you got to like pull out 2 different threads out of a single thread. Oh god, and it all tangles. Oh, it's so annoying. But otherwise, nice and relaxing. I need to go now to the pharmacy. I've been up all night. I think I was up at 2. Went to bed at 10. 11. 10:30 and read for a bit. Woke up at 2. Woke up at 4. My alarm went off at 6. And I'm just like, my mouth just hurts so much. And I think what's happened this happened like literally 2 years ago. New Year 2 years ago this happened. My wisdom tooth has come up and it's like caught my cheek. So my cheek is like over the tooth. And I think I've bit it and I've effectively got like some kind of ulcer. I don't know what an ulcer is, but I think that's what I've got. And it just it hurts so much. I need to go to the pharmacy and get some gel for it, basically. I'm at work now. I'm just starting some installs. I'm waiting for a delivery, which is apparently 3 stops away, but it's it's 3 stops away, but it's the other side of Bath, so I think I'll be all right to go to the pharmacy before that arrives. Yeah, man, it's like it really hurts my cheek, and then like my tooth and like gums don't hurt at all. If I like lift my cheek out of the way, it's fine. But yeah, then that's giving me a headache, I think, because of how much it hurts. It's tough times, mate, it's tough times. But let's go get some gel. Surprisingly empty day today, meetings-wise. I doubt that. My assumption is my midday is going to fill up with meetings later. Okay, let's go. The rain has ceased a little bit. Let's bounce before stand-up. Got my Bonjela and I got whatever groceries we couldn't get yesterday. Happy days. My legs still ache like a motherfucker, but they aren't as bad as my cheek. So potentially go swimming either like tonight or tomorrow morning. Assuming I'm all right. I literally got like 4 hours sleep or something. So.
Look at this, boys. We better get doing some embroidery. It's been so slow progress since my finishing of this. I'm working on the satin stitch there.
I got a cup of tea. My mouth is no longer numb. So time to tee it up, baby. Doing a deployment right now. I'm trying to get these, like, I've got 4 different components that all go up and like all integrate with each other. And I'm trying to figure out how to, like, there's an error in one of them and I'm just trying to like ripple around them all. It's a really slow feedback loop. It's quite annoying, to be honest. I'm trying to be a lot better at like focusing at work and less procrastination and all that shit. Monty's been charged around the house like an absolute nutbag. Oh, it looks like he might run. Oh no, he's not gonna run. You want some push. You go in your box. Yeah, baby. Yes, good boy. Otherwise though, one of my key things for like this year, so usually I have New Year's resolutions, right? And the last 2 years I've been having New Year's resolutions. The problem is, during my little 4 therapy sessions, which I've now run out of therapy sessions provided by like health insurance, so I need to figure out whether or not I'm going to carry on with them, with like, get some myself, kind of thing, pay for them out of my own pocket. I attach my self-worth to achievements, and then I don't celebrate them. So, and also when I failed at my own business, I never reevaluated I never like came to terms with that failure, and I never reset my achievements and my goals. So I've kind of constantly, so firstly I'm constantly aiming for like the same level of achievement that I never achieved, and nothing I get is close to it now. And so I either aim for things that don't come close to that and therefore aren't as satisfying, and but my self-worth is lower, or I aim for the same height and I can't possibly hit it because of just the nature of what I do, right? Past couple of years I've had unrealistic goals, I guess, and I need to not do that to myself, basically. So my New Year's resolution for this year is to just be happy, which is a bit gay. But I've been like really happy over Christmas, and I just want to stop like beating myself up about stuff. And I fall down this rabbit hole of like, oh, I'm gonna get all of these things. Yesterday, I'm gonna get these like, all this stuff set up so that I can be productive when I want to be productive. And then like, I feel myself doing that thing where I'm like, oh yes, how am I gonna fit? Stop it. If I don't want to do something, I don't do it. If I do want to do something, I do it. I'm doing my little embroidery thing because it's a good like mental health thing where you can just turn away from computers. It's a hobby that isn't competitive like chess. It's something that you can't really improve at. Like everything I do, I'm like a constant uphill battle of trying to be better than my previous self. The gym is that, chess is that, swimming was that. Back when I was competitive, like every hobby ever in my entire life has always been like an uphill thing where I'm like trying to get better and better and better. I don't need to get better at embroidery. Like it's relatively easy, you know, and it's nice and like therapeutic. So it's like a mental health thing. and a way for me to like have a hobby that I don't need to be constantly improving at, and therefore there's no ability for me to beat myself up for not getting better. So yeah, my New Year's resolution is to just relax more, be happy, and don't like let things get you down. If you want to play Xbox, then play Xbox. If you want to play around with some programming, that it doesn't have to be productive. It doesn't have to be something. I kept getting into the thing where basically my hobby has been something that was going to lead towards a business that I thought was going to be successful. And as soon as that business thing that's going to be successful, I'm like looking for that external achievement. Why did I stop working on RadSpider? I really liked working on RadSpider. I enjoyed it. And I stopped doing it because I didn't see the point in it. Because there was no like achievement to be get, because I knew it's going to fail. Like I know I'm not going to be able to sell it to someone. But it's still like a hobby, you know what I mean? And like every time I start to build something, I start to build like a little CMS thing because I like want to play with this, or this like thing I'm like mildly investigating, and this is where I've got to catch myself, because I'm investigating another idea right now for another business, which is like way bigger than Varialis ever could have been. And therefore way harder. And it's not something I could do without like investment. But I'm investigating it. I'm trying to see if I can get some kind of proof of concept. I'm trying to see if I can get some kind of like how to get an MVP and run it that way rather than what RadSpider was, which was not that. I went the wrong way around. So like I keep playing with that kind of stuff, and then I get frustrated because I'm trying to build it to be what it's going to be eventually. And then I beat myself up because I'm not there yet, you know what I mean? And I'm like, if I want to play with the different pieces of technology I'm going to need to get working to do that, it doesn't have to be enterprise grade. It doesn't have to be like finished, because that way you'll never finish it, you know? But I've got to catch myself, because if I need to make sure that I'm doing that because I want to and not because I think I should be for external approval, you know? Really roundabout and long-winded way of saying previous years I've had like productivity based thing is why I'm trying to do a like to-do list every day where I go through my to-do list and get to like 0. So I look at today's to-do list, I tick off stuff. So I'm still trying to like coax myself along, but if I don't hit things on my to-do list, I remove them, push them to like a future date, or get rid of them entirely if I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? And just kind of be like, just happier with what you're doing in life rather than waiting for, I don't know how to say it out loud, but I just kind of want to have a year where I'm just happy again, because I haven't been happy since pre-COVID, effectively, since I started my business, and then about halfway through that, when it started to fail, that's when it all went tits up. I can't spend another year how I've spent this one, and like if I keep going down the same rabbit hole, I'm not going to fix it, you know what I mean? I need to do different things outside of work. And like if I'm still in the same place and I've changed all this other stuff, then maybe work isn't the right place either. There are things about work that aren't ideal for me. The fact that like it's so worky from home, the fact that like the shape of the business, like just things like that I know aren't ideal, and there are downsides. There are loads of upsides, but there are downsides, and I think those downsides are bigger than I initially thought they were. Which is a weird thing to say, but it's like a complete like personal thing. Like the downsides hurt my mental health, whereas the upsides don't. You know what I mean? Like the upsides aren't having a positive effect on my mental health. It's just they're upsides, you know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's things like the way I measure my self-worth is hard to do here remotely. There are other companies where I could achieve it remotely. There's others that are similar that are in person that I'd be able to achieve it. You know what I'm trying to say? But I like work. I just think it might be bad for me. And I'm hoping it's not. So we're going to be seeing over the next couple of months to see if it is or isn't. But yeah, New Year's resolution this year. Be happy. Relax and don't beat yourself up. Holy smokes, man. I feel really run down.
Fucking tooth starting to hurt as well. I just feel old. I feel like battered. Combination of my legs aching from the gym. Feel like my head is going to start hurting again. I've got to limit how many headache tablets I'm taking, man. Trying to figure out why this wouldn't work. It's driving me mad. Lunchtime. Now, obviously, it's Christmas. I can't just make a ham sandwich and be happy about it. We've got a shitload of cheese and crackers that need eating. Balls, I should have put the oven on earlier. God damn it, I've got a ciabatta roll that needs eating as well. So I'm going to make some cheese, some crackers. We've got some charcuterie meats that need eating. So having fun so far. I've been stood up for a bit, working on that thing that I said was broken, and now I've been like pulled in to investigate something. There's like an argument between two people, one of which is like my manager, my line manager, who's like, we're saying we should be able to do stuff in minutes, and someone else is saying that we should be able to do everything, including our thing, in 5 seconds. I'm like, clearly those two things aren't correct. But those two people won't have a fight about it, you know? So I'm like, shall I raise a PR that sets the metrics to what we think they should be to force the conversation about the fact that all of the metrics on this chart thing that we have, we think are all wrong because most of them include our time and we aren't promising anything more than a minute. So how could you possibly be 5 seconds if we're not promising a minute, you know? It's interesting. It's fascinating stuff, man, but it's like all performance stuff, and obviously like if you have performance problems on an end-to-end level, how do you figure out who's the problem? They only measure end-to-end, we're measuring internally, and we're hitting what we say we promise internally. You know, so it's like, oh god, it's mad. But we just got two people who just like won't fight, won't have a fight about it, and I'm like, I don't know who's put who in charge of this. But the person in charge says we need to do it this way. You're saying a different way. I'm just stuck in the middle of this, you know? I agree with you, but they're in charge of it. And they don't agree. I can't believe how ill effectively like toothache makes you feel. I've been fine, effectively, since about 6. I took some painkillers. I've got to space them out because I'm having enough, like, I can't have too many in 24 hours. And I wanted to make sure I went to bed with some, you know what I mean? So I can sleep properly. Oh God. And now it's at the point where like swallowing it hurts. I don't think it's toothache though. I think it's just my wisdom tooth coming up at an angle and then effectively like cutting my cheek. Because I can effectively like, it's really gross and too much information, but I can effectively like lift up the thing from my tooth, and that's the thing that hurts. And that thing is just like my cheek. My assumption is like in a dream, I bit it and it's like swollen a bit. But like when it hurts, it really fucking hurts, man. There ain't no way we're swimming or doing anything today. Tomorrow. My legs starting to feel better. But otherwise, damn. I was reading at 3 o'clock this morning that cold weather is good, or that cold is good for what I think I've got in my mouth, which I think is just an ulcer, effectively, but caused by my wisdom teeth. I woke up at 2:30, just in so much pain, and I was like, I could cry. This happened yesterday. I got like 2 hours sleep and then I woke up again. I read a load of stuff online, put some like Bonjela on it, and then managed to sleep through to my alarm, which was good. It hurt before I left, but it actually has helped a little bit. This cold, it's freezing, but there's like frost on this playground. Last time this happened, I don't remember it lasting this long or hurting this much, but the problem is you can only take so many painkillers in a day, although because I didn't wake up and take any, I could take more today, which is great. It's the way it hurts makes me feel ill. So otherwise, yeah, I'm having a great day. Working from home today, obviously. Well, I want to start working in the office on Wednesdays, but not with this. Working from home today, no swimming tonight. We might go to the gym tomorrow morning. Laura's working from home as well, so we should have loads of meetings today as well. Should be quite an interesting day, to be honest with you. Yesterday was a bit, not boring, but boring.
That's how I've spent my evening. Look at that. Since this morning, my tooth or cheek or whatever it is has not been that bad. Did go for a walk in the evening, and then during that walk, just like just now, I caught my cheek. Fuck. And then it started to hurt to swallow for a bit, because like it moves and then rubs. Basically for that reason and what I just did there, I'm not going to go to the gym tomorrow. I haven't felt it like yesterday. I felt ill because of how much pain I was in, so I'm not that bad anymore, which is good. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep through the night. We'll see. Today it's been a productive day. Managed to fix some stuff. We're very fucking close to getting a big bit of work I've been working on for ages working, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, otherwise the evening, there were things on my to-do list, and instead of doing them, I wanted to do some of my leaf, so I did some leaf. I did one of those leaves, the one that's all finished. So yeah, good times. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. We're gonna do long walk Thursday instead of gym. We'll see, basically based on the rain and how I feel. So let's do that. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you later.